February 2026 will come in a couple of days. We got new indie games from survival horror, cozy, to Bloodborne in pixel. Here are the top 15 new indie games that will be released in February 2026. We start off with Crisol, Theater of Idols. Crisol Theater of Idols is a first-person survival horror game from Vermila Studios that distinguishes itself with a unique blend of Spanish folklore and clockpunk aesthetics. Set in a nightmarish version of Spain called Tormentosa, you play as Gabriel, a soldier who must navigate a world steeped in twisted Catholic folklore and local legends, where statues of saints and terrifying puppets come to life. The promising feature is a high-stakes resource management mechanic, where your own blood serves as ammunition. This risk-reward system forces players to constantly balance their health against their offensive capabilities, creating a tense, strategic experience. The game will release on 10 February for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and S.
Dolor.
Mewgenics is an ambitious cat-breeding roguelike from the creator of The Binding of Isaac that looks to be one of the deepest tactical simulations ever made. The game promises an absurdly complex genetic system. You don't just recruit units, but breed generations of cats that inherit physical deformities, personality quirks, and combat abilities from their parents, creating a legacy where a single-run success depends on how well you've curated your bloodline. The loop blends XCOM-style turn-based combat with chaotic life simulation, where your house is just as dangerous as the dungeons, and unique emerging narratives, like a cat getting addicted to food or developing a phobia, ensure that no two playthroughs are ever remotely similar. The game will be released on 10 February for PC.
For a softer landing,
ASTROBOTANICA offers a refreshing science-driven twist on the survival genre by casting you not as a warrior, but as Zell, an alien botanist crash-landed on Earth 300,000 years ago. The game shifts from high-stress combat to a relaxed, curiosity-led loop where you must use advanced plant science to survive. You will cultivate prehistoric flora, synthesize medicinal tonics to heal local Neanderthals, and manage a unique resource system where you actually need to secure a supply of carbon dioxide to breathe. It stands out for blending cozy, playable playground mechanics like soil cultivation and potion mixing with a unique primal character progression system in a lush, unexplored Pleistocene setting. The game will come to Steam Early Access on 16 February.
do you see it? Every plant hides a secret. I'm going to unleash my botanic powers.
Emberbane is a pixel art Metroidvania that takes inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender, promising to shake up the genre by centering elemental mastery in both combat and exploration. You play as Ophelia, a protagonist who must harness the powers of fire, water, earth, and air to navigate the mythological world of Elsinore. These elements serve not just as weapons, but as traversal tools, allowing you to freeze waterfalls to create platforms or ride air currents to reach new heights, delivering a fluid, interconnected experience that rewards creativity and precision like few other action platformers. The game will be released on 24 February for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch.
It fed something inside me.
Demon Tides is a high-energy, open-world 3D platformer from Fabraz that seeks to redefine movement mechanics in the genre. As a sequel to Demon Turf, it brings back protagonist Beebs, but exchanges a previous hub world structure for a seamless, vast ocean you can traverse at blazing speeds with no loading screens. The most promising aspect is its focus on expressive platforming, where players can equip over 50 different talismans to customize their moveset, adding hook shots, paragliders, or bubbles, allowing for creative, speedrunner-friendly solutions to every obstacle. The game will be released on 19 February for PC. Welcome to Dolltown is an atmospheric third-person survival horror game from solo developer Bad Wish Games that taps into the primal fear of the uncanny valley. Set in a cursed Japanese village, you play as Yumi, a student uncovering a tragic history of love and obsession in a place where lifelike dolls refuse to remain inanimate. The game returns to the loneliness and dread of classic survival horror, blending cinematic storytelling with a suffocatingly quiet atmosphere, where the environment itself, filled with watching eyes and shifting porcelain figures, creates a psychological tension that relies on dread rather than cheap jump scares. The game will be released on 13 February for PC. Jackal is an upcoming ultra-violent top-down action game set against a gritty, neon backdrop of 1970s Las Vegas. The game casts you as a drug-fueled hitman navigating a psychedelic noir story to dismantle the city's mob through brutal casino raids. Heavily influenced by the kinetic energy of Hotline Miami and the stylized combat of John Wick, the gameplay features physics-driven close combat, bullet time mechanics, and unlockable drug superpowers that turn every environment into a weapon. Jackal is designed to be a fast-paced, unforgiving experience that rewards improvised carnage and aggressive playstyles. The game will be released on 5 February on PC. Master of Peace redefines the deck-building genre by swapping traditional cards for a tactical squad of mercenaries, blending the thoughtful positioning of chess with the deep synergy crafting of an auto-battler. Its unique plan-like chess, fight-like a roguelike loop. Instead of just playing a hand, you physically deploy units onto a gothic board, forcing you to manage formation, speed, and attack ranges while combining distinct traits and relics to create game-breaking combos. Every piece feels substantial, and a complex mercenary as a deck system where you upgrade and fuse your units to survive a grim, procedurally generated medieval world. The game will be released on 4 February on PC. SELINI is an atmospheric sci-fi Metroidvania that strips away all text and dialogue, challenging players to navigate a desolate, dystopian world entirely through visual intuition and environmental cues. Its fusion of the haunting, cinematic storytelling found in games like Inside with the non-linear exploration of a deep Metroidvania. Its gameplay focuses on wordless storytelling and environmental puzzles, requiring you to revive ancient tech and master gravity-bending mechanics to navigate an interconnected, non-linear world. By stripping away text and traditional dialogue, it creates a deeply immersive show-don't-tell experience that relies on curiosity rather than hand-holding. The game will come to Steam Early Access on 12 February. Tearscape is a gothic 2D top-down action-adventure that merges the non-linear exploration of classic Zelda titles with the punishing, stamina-based combat of a Souls-like. Featuring a striking pixel art style inspired by the Game Boy Color era, Tearscape is set in an interconnected world filled with hidden dungeons, grotesque bosses born from dark experiments, and a cryptic cast of NPCs. The gameplay emphasizes precision, requiring you to manage healing flasks and upgrade your stats to survive brutal encounters, while unlocking new tools that grant access to deeper, more dangerous secrets. Tearscape will be released on 2 February for PC.
Prove yourself.
NORSE Oath of Blood is a gritty, historically grounded tactical RPG that strips away high fantasy tropes to deliver a brutal, authentic Viking saga penned by best-selling author Giles Christian. The game's seamless integration of deep, grid-based tactical combat with meaningful settlement management. You aren't just commanding units, but rebuilding a clan from the ashes, where assigning villagers to specific roles directly impacts the quality of the gear your warband takes into battle. The game emphasizes high-stakes decision-making through a unique injury system, where warriors can fight on borrowed time at the risk of permanent death, forcing you to constantly weigh the cost of vengeance against the survival of your people. The game will come on 17 February on PC.
To feel like home.
We'll get a good price if there's any.
Coordinates loaded and spent.
MENACE is a tactical RPG from the creators of Battle Brothers that trades medieval grit for a grounded sci-fi setting, tasking you with re-establishing order in the lawless Wayback System. The game moves from medieval fantasy to a gritty, high-stakes military simulation, where you lead a strike force into the lawless Wayback System to neutralize an emerging alien threat. The gameplay emphasizes deep strategic preparation and persistent consequences, featuring complex squad management, pilotable mechs, and heavy armored vehicles that must survive across multi-mission operations, where damage and losses are permanent.
The game will come to Steam Early Access on 5 February.
Rip it apart!
High on Life 2 expands the chaotic sci-fi comedy universe of its predecessor by introducing a deeper Metroidvania-inspired structure that replaces linear levels with 3 massive interconnected hub worlds. This sequel is particularly promising is the introduction of a game-changing living skateboard traversal mechanic. This new tool completely redesigns combat and exploration, allowing you to grind rails and pull off tricks while firing an arsenal of new talking guns, including a sword named Sheath voiced by Ralph Ineson, adding a layer of kinetic, rhythmic flow to the series' signature humor and gunplay. It will come to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S on 13 February. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is a story-driven survival strategy game that adds a roguelike twist to the iconic journey of the USS Voyager through the Delta Quadrant. The game uses a what-if consequence system. Rather than following the TV show script, your decisions regarding diplomacy, resource management, and tactical combat dynamically alter the narrative and even physically reshape the ship's configuration, ensuring that no 2 voyages back to Earth look the same. It focuses on the burden of command, forcing you to weigh the lives of your crew against the survival of the ship in a high-stakes, replayable loop. The game will come out on 18 February for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Disciples Domination is a dark fantasy strategy RPG that serves as a direct sequel to Disciples Liberation, placing you back on the throne as Queen Aviana to hold together a crumbling kingdom. The game integration of narrative choice into the strategy layer. Your decisions regarding the newly returned mounting clans and other factions don't just alter the story, but directly impact your world reputation, changing how entire armies react to your rule. The game refines the series' signature grid-based combat with faster pacing and dynamic battlefield events, while allowing you to explore a living, breathing Nevendar in real time, blending the macro management of kingdom building with the intimate, high-stakes tactical depth of a turn-based RPG. The game will come out on 12 February for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. So that is the video for today. If you have other indie games that you are waiting for in February, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.